This is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Fuck about anything, and that's the beauty to our personality. Is we don't give a fuck what you think. We'll do whatever we want. Na, 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 na. You know, it's like we really don't care. Drink those first 4 Trulies really fast.
You might have to pee soon. Man.
I was just thinking, I'm gonna have to pee pretty soon. But
That's why I got it out of the way.
Welcome to the Please Stop podcast, and we all already have to pee.
hey,
But I don't have any sort of like shitty intro this week. You just seem to always shit on me for ever trying to do anything creative. So,
Whoa, okay, the floor is yours.
that's pretty aggressive. Yeah,
Why don't you just do your intro?
yeah, just do
no,
your
I don't.
right
I,
to
I
creativity.
don't have one. I didn't. plan one.
But
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Please Stop Podcast. We're brought to you by Pepsi today. Feed poison to your kids. Pepsi.com for fun fucking games. And don't forget to give the vaccine and shoot that in your fucking kids, too. And to our left, we have our guest today, Zac McDonald. He is an employee of Zoomies.
No.
He's gonna shut up, Dylan. He's gonna hear. He's sponsored by Pepsi. Thank you. Well, anyways, try Pepsi Max Zero Plus Ultra at the fucking motocross event this week at the Staples Center. Kid seats are
still just $5.
We don't know how, but kid seats are still $5. What in the fuck?
Still.
Zach is here, my brother. He's gonna tell maybe some stories. We're gonna coax some stories of the mythical
I
events.
don't want to just like have the floor and tell stories, but if
100K.
they come up, you know, we can.
If they come up naturally,
you tell stories.
Zoomies does this thing. Jeppy's here.
Okay.
Class D, Nicolas
No, me,
Cage. You're
fucking
fucking
It's got a weird.
Gone in 45
weird teacup.
seconds.
yeah.
I'm pissed.
It's got a weird teacup.
Con Air. Post Con Air, Jeppy is here. Early onset, Jeppy.
Fucking talking about.
D Cage. He goes by many nicknames. He's here. He's waiting.
Are we watching our language now on the?
No. We're not watching our language.
Are we still fully unleashed?
I'm trying to.
That is
What is that?
something-
Oh, hold on.
That is
hold
something someone holding a mug with 2 hands would say.
Yeah, you have. What's?
Are
what
we
you
I'm
watching
trying to
our
be. I'm
language
just trying
on
to hold
this?
it the proper
Can you
English
can you
way.
explain to everybody what you're drinking right now?
That's just a vodka with a little blueberries and some red watermelon Red Bull. Yeah.
What else
kind of
is in
vodka?
there?
What kind of vodka?
It's 44 North.
So Huckleberry vodka,
Yeah,
some
my favorite.
frozen blueberries,
44 North.
watermelon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's not the only liquor I'll drink
Vodka
anymore.
Red Bull, super bad for you.
Super.
Yeah, it's all
Well, I
I've
hear you,
had.
mate. Yeah.
All I've
but-
had is how bad.
No,
how
I don't
bad
know.
it is
It's-
for you.
Yeah.
As Josh is
It's
chugging
decent.
down
It's
his
not-
second
See, I drink
sugar-free
I
Red
drink
Bull.
the sugar-free one. Yeah. So second 16 ounce.
Not to say that
sugar-free
I'm
Red
sure
Bull.
truly lemonade is pretty bad for you, but it's delicious. It's refreshing.
What's the difference between a Truly and a White Claw?
The OG ones, nothing. Just
Really?
another
It's a
company.
seltzer?
But they stepped it up a notch. They made like lemonade ones that these actually have like juice, I think, I would assume. And then they made tea ones that are so fucking good. They have like raspberry tea seltzer thingies.
Truly lemonade, everybody.
Brought to you by Truly Lemonade.
So I thought of a segment I could do every week until I receive my answer, and this will be if I'm blind am I gay part 2. And since they haven't answered this question yet, can blind people be gay? If I'm blind, am I gay? If I've never seen a guy or a girl,
You know what you like touching. You know?
how do you know what it looks like?
Well, I mean,
If I can't see and I end up dating a dude, is that gay? Can blind people be
lost
gay?
me.
Yeah,
Yeah. of
there
course.
probably is.
No,
But how do they even know what a guy looks like?
You're phrasing that wrong. It was more the question of how do they know?
doesn't matter.
Like it does it
Right.
matter?
Right. Oh, in that case, no. Like I guess if it doesn't matter because they're just simply discovering what feels best to them, that might be a dick.
Well, I mean, you can still like musicals. You can still, like.
What?
All kinds of things. You know.
Are you saying that
Whatever.
people like musicals
Well,
are gay?
Yeah. I was
That's an
confused
old
about-
stereotype, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want.
Don't you
know,
like
repeat it.
musicals?
Are you saying you're talking about blind people, but I thought you were talking about gay people, and I was
No,
like,
no. I mean, yeah, blind people. You know, like
are you putting people who
My
listen to
my gay
musicals in
brother who
box?
produces live like shows would probably be pretty offended.
guess to-
so
no,
I can't believe you.
No,
just
that's
said
an
that.
old stereotype.
Well,
you know, that I-
but to
I'm
your
not-
point, Jeff,
yeah.
he has a gay brother who does musicals. So.
Well, you know, I've heard the theater industry. You
I've
know,
gone to
there,
one,
there might be a little
and it made
more
me
than
cry.
average in that industry.
You know what? A bunch of people told me to watch Hamilton. They're like, yeah, it's just like a bunch of rapping.
It's just like a bunch of yous.
I'm like, oh, they got bars, and I turned it on.
This is a musical?
Yeah, it was like super.
A rap
It's like
Do you not know what
it's
Hamilton is?
it's a like rap Broadway with like historical events, but I
Set
honestly
in
I don't
what
even know
time frame?
like early like it's like slavery, right? Is
I don't know.
I don't even know.
I just know
Something-
that it's a
Oh,
bunch
like-
of white people on
It's a
Broadway
bunch of-
rapping.
Yeah.
It's like the origin story of Colonel
It's-
Sanders.
No, it's a
No, it's-
revolutionary era.
Yeah,
you know.
it's like revolutionary era
1780s.
musical, but it's all like spoken word rap, like slam poetry rap.
like powdered wig
But
style.
but there's beat and there's like shit. But I turned it on for the first 2 minutes and I was like fucking turning inside out. I was cringing so
You were
like-
inverting.
the emancipation was just like,
Oh, no.
and be like fucking sing rapping about like history, and I'm like, oh, they're just trying to make musicals cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now. Open, broaden your audience. Throw a little
Broadians.
throw a little.
wish-
Yeah,
wish-
fucking musicals are cool.
Yeah, look, we can ribbity
We like,
ribbity rap.
it
It reminds me of remember the white lady rap tutorial on how to
Yeah.
dance hip hop?
Yeah.
Oh
Hip-hop.
yeah,
Have you
dude.
seen this?
Oh my
Jeff,
god.
Yeah, what is that
this
video
is
called?
pop and locking.
I have no idea, but I know exactly what you're talking
She's like,
about.
you want to gyrate your hips.
I mean, it probably will come
Here
up.
we go.
Yeah, dude,
There's
instantly.
another doozy.
This is hip hop. Is the
That's
name
what
of
it's
the video.
called.
First of
This
all,
is hip hop.
this is hip hop.
Uh-oh. Wow.
it,
This is hip hop.
So this is probably set in the late '90s. Yeah, probably mid '90s, early '90s. I wouldn't think.
when this is
maybe '80s.
when this was acceptable, I guess, because like
Yeah, go to YouTube, type in "This is hip hop."
Oh, this is hip hop.
oh my god, that's a youth group. That's a youth group of lesbians.
White lady, yeah.
That's a they're, oh.
Look at my feet. My feet are straight ahead. I'm gonna turn your feet out. I'm gonna do it backwards.
Dude, the heel inward.
Hip hop. What this
Nightmare.
Hip hop is everything's down low. It all is in a plie. I think the first
A
thing you
plie.
need to know about hip hop, it's all about your posture.
What do you know about
And growing up,
hip hop?
She's like, I've got a 10 sack in this coat.
You don't know shit about slanging
Stand
and
up
banging.
straight. Stand up straight. Well, you know what? I was standing up straight. And hip hop is this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah.
Dude, oh my god.
That's what makes it hip hop. This is the first thing I'm gonna say to you. You want to do hip hop? You got to stand like this.
Imagine,
And hip hop
imagine,
has-
Fucking imagine.
imagine
every time.
this
Or,
coming out
Your
today.
hands are always
Let this short-haired
like
white
this.
lady explain to
Start out.
you what
this
hip
is
hop, what this is hip hop dancing. The outrage,
Whoa, dude.
Then this guy.
and this is not, by the way, hip hop in any way.
Never seen this.
straight.
Dude,
I went
this-
to a
this-
club, right?
Can you do that? What was that?
Lock.
They had no baggy pants.
I'm gonna
no
make you
shoes.
edit this into the shot
Oh, wow.
because
didn't
I
know
need
what
them to
think
see
about that. I tried to do an African piece.
look at this.
In the African piece, it was like this,
The African piece.
Oh
but in
my
hip hop, it's like
fucking
this.
god.
Oh, dude. It's like in South Africa, it's like this, but in Oakland, it's like this. You're like, pump the brakes, lady. Look at them, dude. Look at them.
Oh, that was
Wow, that was great.
This is the most
That's
like,
that's like woke
like
dancing,
honestly,
dude.
I'm not one for like being like
But they're not your average.
calling shit out, but this is like
Oh, I'm kind of
pretty
It's starting to make me
bad.
quoozy.
Why is the only lyric in the music they played so far Def Jam? That's all it said. Def Jam.
They're like, it's like that Def Jam stuff.
No one does that.
No one does that.
Not a single.
Attitude is right here in your faces, and how you dress is the way you look. I want to tell you another thing that makes.
You trying to be a hood bitch? You try,
I'll tell you.
like,
Tell me what makes hip hop.
turn this off, please.
I'm sorry.
Let's just.
It's okay. It was just.
You know what? I'm actually
That was
offended.
just.
You ever heard of?
Oh yeah.
First of all, have you ever heard
not-
of Wooks
yes.
doing things?
No.
Well,
Okay.
no, but I know what a wook is, and
I'm gonna make you edit this in too. You can fun.
Can't we? I
job
don't
tomorrow.
know if we can do that.
We can. These are all my videos. A Wook. A Wook is someone who goes to like festivals
The
and
festival-
they just fucking suck.
think.
You know the kid on the bus that always
yes,
smelled like piss for
think
no reason?
like Burning Man, but 365.
Okay. They just don't give a
Like,
shit.
not-
Life is raving. Life
Okay.
is like sleeping until 3, and then you go to a club.
And you have
That is-
dreadlocks.
And you just like, I'm just all about energy and crystals and
You stink.
positive
Yeah.
energy and vibes and fucking the stars and like we are all organic material and yeah.
Like, anyways.
Anyways,
Oh my god, your chakras are like, no.
Yeah, you-
That's a Wook. But they stink and they have bad hair and.
Oh, are they also pedophiles? Because
Not
I-
well, I don't know.
hey,
Because
you know
we-
what? I'm friends with a few wooks. Great
you're
people.
friends with a few pedophiles.
Great
Oh, you
people.
know some. You have like some personal Wook.
I had a thing with one
Wait, what?
when it was like the first girl I kind of had a thing with when I moved to Seattle,
Oh.
and she was like,
She's just stinky and hairy.
Did she have armpit hair?
no, actually, well, yes,
Yeah, well,
Yes,
yes. Yeah,
yes,
then,
yes,
yes.
yes, she did.
And dreadlocks.
Super hot. Didn't have dreadlocks,
No dreadlocks.
but
Stunk a little bit.
yes,
Wow, okay,
didn't
check,
didn't believe
check.
in deodorant.
Liked festivals.
and
Liked-
it was a tough time for me, to be honest. Like,
Was she a vegetarian?
yes,
Was she
vegan,
into, was she into
course.
crystals?
yes,
What did you
She
do?
goes to raves and or festivals, right?
yes. Drives hours to them.
Right.
Usually like a-
everyone.
What does she drive?
A car her parents gave her.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
So there you go. Grade A Wook.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I couldn't keep up with it. I straight up was like, damn, like banging hot, like super hot, but like fuck, I can't do this. I'm like living in reality. I mean, I guess call me boring, but I'm just trying to
You weren't ready to go that
trying to
far
come
out.
up in the game, you know, like there's certain things you got to do if you want to be stable, and Wooks represent instability, and that's just
Yeah.
something I don't vibe with.
It's rough. It's stressful.
I like to be around it from time to time, like the carefree, like nothing matters. I'm like, oh God, I like that, but God, like a lot of things matter. You know,
Yeah,
like
no,
you're
I
like,
know what you're saying.
Like go on, like if you've
like-
ever been on an airplane, suddenly be like, man, there is a lot of things that matter. Like this
Like-
thing needs to the
Like,
guy needs to
yeah,
pay
like,
attention, and the fucking.
you can just like fuck everything, you know, like well, fuck it, like, but then you're just like fuck, like 20 years later, like damn, I wish I would have like done things,
something. Like,
and
I wish I
you know
had a
what, and
skill.
I'm not gonna put every Wook in a box. I'm not gonna say that every Wook.
That sounds like a like children's book.
Like a Wook in a box.
I'm not gonna say that every Wook doesn't have like a successful side life, or you know, like they are. There's a whole just
Do you think
but-
there's any like corporate Wooks, like people that have
yeah,
office jobs?
absolutely,
that are
Oh,
Wooks?
absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
like a huge California, like Silicon Valley
Like
thing.
Burning Man,
like
I
all the
guess.
guys
Yeah,
are like,
Burning Man.
they're like sitting in their fucking cubicle and they're like, I am going to light someone on fire. like just like building, like imagine the tension that's building up as you're just grinding and grinding, and like Burning Man's coming up. It's where my like animalistic true identity comes out, and I think those people probably go the hardest at
Yeah.
those festivals, because the people like us are like, oh yeah, this is fucking crazy, like whatever.
Understood.
I'm gonna go build a weird structure and smoke weed in it and like do drugs with my friends. But these people are just like unleashed because they don't party all year round, and then this is like their one party to like lose themselves, and all the like having to answer calls, emails, do all that shit every day. This is like their one time to just be like a fucking caveman.
Yeah. That's why guys in suits do a lot of like abusive rape to hookers.
Yes,
Wow, that's a kind of
that too.
blanket statement.
I don't know.
Okie dokie.
We're just really just putting people
We're
in
just
boxes.
snowballing here.
You know what?
If you've ever worn a suit, you've raped.
I've only worn a suit once.
To work though.
To work, yes, every day. If you have to wear a suit every day.
Do you guys like geoducks?
I mean, it like
no.
hurts my balls watching people like prep them, but
Have you ever seen one of these, Jeff? A geoduck?
Geoduck.
no.
Yeah, it's not a
Oh,
Pokemon.
Jeff's gonna love this.
It's not a Pokemon.
Duck of the earth.
The best ones come from Oregon.
Yeah, that's it. So it's a shell with what looks like a very phallic clam thing coming out of it.
Yeah.
Like a weird, like, tip.
Extension.
Let's just be real.
It's just
Fat, uncircumcised
ocean cock.
cock.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
an ocean dick.
Oh, look
Oh, and
black
she's just
tip.
like,
Look how she's
you know what it
touching
looks
too.
like? The guy. Okay, so the guy from Pan's Labyrinth with the eye
Dude,
hands.
hold on
That's
for a second.
his dick.
That's his dick.
Yes.
Also, people for sure have masturbated to this video of this
That-
Asian woman handling
handling-
a geoduck,
she's
holding it up to her
yes.
face.
She isn't handling it, dude.
She's like, I'm just gonna see real quick if I can fit it mostly down my throat.
If you-
and people are like, subscribe. Oh, would you eat one of these? Would you eat this? Like,
I'd
go to, like,
imagine,
her cleaning it, and you're
like,
gonna be like,
Fuck, no.
It's
By-
dude. I watched a
no,
video of a
like-
chick like cleaning one. She's like, yeah. So you want to like stroke it with salt, and you're like,
Dude.
come on.
Yeah.
And she's
that's-
like, literally,
look at her, it's like it's as big as my head. Do you think anyone's ever?
Dude, look, like,
Yes.
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 Okay, we'll just
You know,
leave it
someone
you know, this is a
So,
thi-
you know,
a thing
some
for
chick-
her. Like,
still living. Pulled, you know, like
Jeppy is hard as fuck right now.
you can't,
No,
you can't make eye contact.
Why-
the
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 opposite.
Scottish call it the mermaid
dude, she
dildo.
is hard as fuck right. She is hard as fuck right now.
Mermaids dildos are.
now
She puts it in.
She's
dude,
oiling it
teeny
up,
water.
dude.
Mermaid
Yeah.
dildos.
The mermaid dildos, dude.
That is just.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Savage. Okay, and now she's.
It's virtually just a
This is
clam.
the part that will make you go, oh,
Yeah, she's
Jesus
cutting balls.
Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
She's cutting on the fucking eye. I mean, my balls don't have a shell on it, so I don't know why I'm relating to that
But
so
dude,
much. But
that is literally a dick and balls
It is. Yeah.
with a
it's like-
shell around
no.
your
Yeah,
balls.
and
it's the
she
sea
gets to like
equivalent.
skinning it, like
Yeah, you have to like.
Oh,
She's
not-
got the little
they,
nut.
like massage it a little bit.
no, she's got the nut.
Part here that was holding the stomach is called either the breast or the belly, and it's much softer in texture, and this can be sliced and fried or also eaten
Nope.
raw. Like
Oh,
such.
you
So
fucking
I'm gonna
criminal!
taste
No,
that.
Shove it in your mouth,
It's
bitch.
probably.
raw.
Place here.
Jesus. Oh.
Oh, she's peeling it. It's circumcised.
Okay, that was
Ooh.
Oh my
surprisingly
God.
hard to watch.
Isn't that crazy?
Her sever the shaft
yeah.
from
God,
the fucking.
Oh.
It looks like one of
That's
those
like a
dildos Avery's
That's
making.
like a psychological test.
Oh,
like,
it is. Yeah.
That is weird how much that like makes.
You like.
Ooh, don't
You
You're
like
like, you're like,
sympathize
it's,
with
you're
the
like
oyster?
it's just an oyster.
Just-
it's just a. And then you watch her do that, and you're like, oh, like,
Yeah, go
I'm gonna
to
cut this right at the
7:45.
base here.
oh.
We're gonna peel all of this
Oh,
off.
and then she
Dude.
peels the cock. Or
That
the,
hurts.
the-
She peels
peels
the. Okay,
the-
Freud. Okay.
This is.
She
I think
peels
this is worse than any Saw movie I've seen.
I've watched cattle take the bolt to the forehead before, and like that's worse.
But I imagine like sliced, it's probably just like scallops.
Yeah, she did.
It's
she
like
puts it on a
clams.
plate like raw.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat it raw. Fuck
One of
that.
my favorite things. One
Yeah.
of my favorite things in the world is going clamming with my boys.
She's like, child soldiers love this. Fucking-
Dude.
Perfect. That's really what it is. So Becky recommends a squeeze of lemon juice, soy sauce, and a little bit of olive oil. But I'm gonna do this sashimi style and just have it right out of the ocean as it came. So let's give this a taste. So excited.
Oh my god.
No
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Came off.
Oh, you're gonna die. Oh, the chewing.
Oh, you hear the chewing? Dude, last night we watched. Oh, you were here for the smooth peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's
Oh
the
my
same
God.
lady.
Yeah.
Is that?
That's the same lady.
It
The
is.
smooth peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and she kept saying smooth.
She fucked up.
She fucked up.
That was disgusting.
Oh,
She's into some weird shit.
oh no. that's
Smooth
gross.
peanut butter and jelly, and then this.
Yeah, she made like a gelatin peanut butter and jelly. It was like a milk jello, a grape jello, and a peanut butter jello, and then more milk jello, and like took the mold out and cut it like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We're waiting to just eat this mouthful of gelatin last night.
Smooth peanut butter and jelly.
I hate that.
This lady's gonna be giving you a call soon.
I hope so. What's up, baby? You got a husband? I'll eat gelatin, peanut butter, and jelly if you take care of me. I don't
Bring
give
a couple.
fuck,
Bring a
dude.
couple Geoducks over. We'll have
Yeah.
a good
You,
time.
she's like,
Seriously.
you guys boosted my career.
Like, you can put that in my butt, and I don't care. Like,
You know what's-
1.1 million views. Get at me, girl.
I fucking dare you to go on Pornhub and type in Geoduck. Dude,
No, I'm good.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be good on that.
Yeah,
No,
like,
I don't like
all
that
right.
translation.
Dude, even Pornhub would like the search
I don't even
results
know
would
if they'd
just say,
allow it,
"Hey,
'cause
go somewhere
They
else."
don't. They don't allow like
suicide
animal
hotline.
cruelty and shit, and that would be considered. I think.
Oh, because it's like, yeah, you can't mix porn and animals, which is,
It's-
generally good rule.
Except for
Good
the
rule of thumb.
there is a town. Washington is the only state in America that there is a town only 35 minutes north of where I live that it is legal to practice bestiality.
Oh, get the
Isn't
fuck
it?
outta here.
Isn't it?
It's only in this
Jeff just
town.
pulls out his phone.
If it's over an animal of like 35 pounds, right? I think I remember.
Something
Oh,
like
there's a
that.
weight.
Like-
there's like a
Oh, there's a
weight.
weight
class.
limit. There's a
Like,
weight
Well, yeah,
limit.
you're
like
gonna kill
this.
something.
Like-
You know, 12-pound poodle. You're gonna murder it with your
As
dick.
soon
Oh
as
my
you are-
god.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
So like somewhere there's some guy trying to fatten up a dog so he can fuck it. It's only 34 pounds. It's like today you're getting wet food. Tomorrow
I mean-
we're consummating this relationship.
Oh my god.
Spoopsy.
Yeah.
Spoopsy.
Over there's Beans.
Yeah.
He's a little spent.
Oh yeah. Tomorrow's the day. Spoopsy. Oh god. Speaking of Washington, did you know? Okay, our father sent me a link. I think you saw it too. It's now legal to
Oh, yeah.
compost with human remains. White.
Certain
What?
counties.
What?
Priority white.
Because
Like what-
taking up giant plots of land to bury dead bodies is stupid.
It is. Honestly,
Sorry,
it's
like-
it makes sense. And like the fact it's weird. I know it seems weird, but think about like how much space we're taking up building a coffin, putting a body in it. Like that square footage has to be reserved for one body. If you're just being composted, you could fit like
Yeah, it's just the like religious custom, you know.
Is
what
your
is
shit
that?
breaking?
Yeah, something special like that.
Anyways, go ahead. No, good.
but it makes sense. So it'll be like way less space, way less waste.
Yeah. How about now? Oh, yeah, cleared up.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just like anything else, turn it on, turn it off, it's fine.
Yeah, dude.
And my grandma got cremated, but she already had like a plot set out for her too. So she got cremated and has like a grave spot. And I was like, the whole time I'm like, why? Which she was on like a long, boring story, but
It's just a matter of what the family wants as an
yeah.
a
And,
preservation of honor kind of thing. But me personally, turn me into
well,
dirt.
I think we were
Harrow.
talking about that. You want to go out like on the water at your parents' place,
Well,
right?
yeah, the
And
Scottish burial.
Yeah,
That-
yeah.
Zach does? That's what you want?
We talked about that last
Yeah.
week.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, like put my body on a floating pyre or like a dock.
Isn't
of
that the
wood.
Viking burial?
Scottish, maybe
Yeah,
Viking
so-
too,
yeah,
and then
where you
shoot flaming
shoot
arrows.
a flaming arrow.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
I don't think you can do that.
I don't think that's.
I don't think you can do that. But
Why?
Improper.
yeah, we're talking about
Improper.
improper disposal.
Yes. Now you remember the conversation?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, sorry, I smoke a lot of weed.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, improper disposal is a felony.
So, can do that.
Yeah.
You can.
But wait, what
I
about-
bet you can get permits to do it. I bet it costs a lot of money,
What
but I
if-
bet you could do it.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, money.
check it
money
out.
would do
Check it out. right now there's I forget the website or the name. You can buy a plot of land in Scotland and be lorded.
Oh, I've seen that.
So if I bought a plot of land and became a lord, would I then have the right to a Scottish burial because I own land in Scotland?
You might have to do it in Scotland.
Yeah, even if I had to, like, you fucking, I'll take any money I have left to ship my body to Scotland and do a Scottish burial.
Holy nipples.
I'm on your game.
Oh, sorry. This is
Dude, I'm sorry, I was fully listening to you, but I just see old titties flapping in my
Go to
Let's
YouTube
be real,
right
though.
now.
Those are pretty nice tits.
No,
Go to YouTube right now and type in
those aren't bad
Tanya
little
and
nipples.
Robert's Sunday
I kinda like
Lockdown
those
Lunch.
nipples.
Robert Frit from King Crimson.
Yeah, I can't play the audio because it's very copywritten. They're literally doing Enter Sandman.
But his wife, like,
His wife,
Wow.
what can you say about her?
Well,
I can say scary blowjob.
Yeah, I can say
yeah.
lots of spit.
Like,
yelling.
lots of just.
comes down to it and you're like, yeah, fuck it. And then when you get done, you're like driving by yourself.
Yeah.
And you're like,
hello, darkness, my
everybody hurts.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I think I have a rapture on my dick. Dude.
Wow.
When
Robert
you think
Fripp's-
you have
She's just so sexual over that exercise machine or whatever.
Robert Fritt's dick has definitely like seen some shit, dude.
Can we say but 10 out of 10 would? Like 100%.
If I was in that age bracket, absolutely.
Oh, no. Right now. Like,
Right now,
hypothetically,
I'm not.
Janelle doesn't exist.
Like, Robert
You're
Fripp
serious.
was like,
No fucking
maybe
way,
you could
dude.
come over and
I just
you could
feel
fuck
like
my wife.
downstairs it might be.
You wouldn't do
confusing.
that, her, though? That was
I just feel
perfect.
like downstairs it might be confusing.
I'm not,
Wet,
you-
dry garbage bag.
Right. Yeah.
I was gonna
I
say
feel
wet,
like
and I was like, no, dry.
abrasive. Oh, I found an old wallet in the garage. You know, that kind
Somewhat
of.
of a skin labyrinth.
Yeah, it's very. Lots of traction. Too much traction.
A lot of
And then the eye contact.
Okay,
Like-
okay, but to be fair, I'm not necessarily, in my brain, I'm not thinking like, hey, it's going to be the best sex I've ever had. It's just
The lights are
that
off.
presents itself, and you're like, I'm going to try it.
Yeah, that would just be kind of like
well, yeah.
You're going to try, you're going to try it,
just
right?
a quick shot, you know.
I mean-
yeah,
At this point in my life,
yeah fucking.
most any that present, I'm gonna try. You know,
moments present
most
themselves,
any,
you know.
not all, most any. If you know,
Bro. This one, Tanya and Robert's Halloween party 2020. Bitch looks like she's like
Is she-
the Grudge.
No
dude.
way.
Look at this.
Is she coming out as the ring girl?
She like no, I think maybe.
Oh, no.
She was dancing in the doorway. Now she's like,
She's doing Thriller in the doorway, and then she comes
it's
down on all
like
fours.
the Ring or the Grudge.
but
yeah.
like, hold on, these dance moves that she was doing before, this shit.
It looks like
and Robert Fripp's just like, don't look back, don't
look-
look
dude,
back, don't turn
dude.
around, don't turn around, don't turn around. Just
who is this dude? Who is this guy?
Robert Fripp, he's a legendary
Guitar
player from King Crimson.
King Crimson.
I've never heard of
They're
that
like
band.
the
She's a
they're
British
like
pop star.
70s progressive.
they're the OG prog metal.
Okay.
She's a British
Okay.
rock pop star too from way back when. Her music's
She
kinda
is
blue.
hot, dude. Whatever, dude.
65.
That downstairs, she does Kegels.
I don't know, I
No,
can't
no,
even
no, no.
tell.
She's Jennifer Aniston of whatever weird shit they're doing.
Yeah,
Tanya.
British pop star.
Like,
Or Toya. Sorry, Toya. I've been calling her Tanya this whole time. I'm sorry. Google Toya.
yeah,
Toya.
11 out of 10 would.
11 out of 10.
Yeah, 11 out of 10, dude.
You would marry her.
You know,
I mean, 11.
Might.
He was so-
I mean,
If there's any
hey, if
moisture
you're-
left, yes.
if you're, that was weird.
it was.
I was gonna like
Get one of those sticks. One of those sticks you find wells with. Like, how is
hey,
that? Is that
if you're-
a thing?
if you're into cougars,
Witching,
man,
witch in a well. Witch in a well.
Coeur d'Alene is like honestly one of the most
Cougar.
Oh yeah.
cougar
Yeah, oh, yeah.
infested.
I do need to go.
Scenes
I do need to go hang
I've
out
ever
at the
been-
Moose and the Iron Horse
Dude,
a little bit.
Hop between
just need to
Moose,
get
Iron
out.
Horse, and Beacon, and you will run into a coug who is DTAF.
Bro,
AF.
And
Yeah.
if they buy me PS5,
Yeah,
If
they'll treat you like a little fucking bitch, and
that's what Josh treats me like every day. So if I
Yeah.
could have sex with Josh, it'd be
I remember-
perfect, but I can't. So
they're
What?
out the way. Hon?
Dylan.
So if you watch
Wait.
the last 2 episodes,
wait, what?
Please welcome
it's all starting to make sense.
Welcome to Please Stop Podcast. I have taken over for co-host. There was some weird shit that happened between the other co-hosts.
Oh,
gonna
sorry.
happen
And we're back now. So,
Pepsi.
The Donnie and Jeppy podcast. We're Donnie and Jeppy, and
Donnie
we
and
do
Jeppy.
real talk, and we're not afraid to fucking we're not afraid to drink coffee out of a mug, and
Whatever the fuck they say. So I've been now keeping track of like words that I fucked up because you fuck up words so much.
I do. It's just normal.
That I've been writing them down. I have 2 for this week. I was parked in the parking lot of the Valley Mall waiting for my kid on Friday, looking at the Barnes and Noble sign. And I was talking to Janelle. I mentioned Barnes and Noble, but what I said was Bronze and Noble, one word. Fucking roasted me for that one.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Bronze and Noble is one word. The
Middle
other
of the day sober? Like,
Middle of the
get the
day.
fuck out of here, dude.
The other one was, instead of saying bunch, I said bunce. There's a bunce of that.
There's a bunch.
There's a bunce of that.
I'm going to get that tattooed on me. There's a bunch of that
There's a-
just on my forearm.
There's a bunce of those. I don't know. Creechel? Yours? Creechel?
Creechel was pretty rough.
Creechel.
That was belligerent.
Creechel.
Dude,
That one pisses me off, honestly. Creechel?
Oh.
it kind of
My
does like
fist.
crawl up your spine a little bit. You know?
I'm like that Arthur meme with just the clenched
Arthur.
fist. When I hear someone say Creechel. What was the other one though?
Oh, yeah, I would have to listen back. He
It
said
was
so
it was
fucking
Creechel and something else that you said in the same night last time I was here.
I was fucked that night.
many. What was it?
You know what I'm talking about? It was
I do,
like,
but I don't remember
there was
what it
another
was.
one that was like. Say it one more fucking time. I dare
I
you.
might have it in my notes, but I looked through my notes and it's just a hellscape.
Just
There's just a
fucking
sentence.
say it.
There's just a sentence in my notes that says,
Fucking
"Can
say
you
it."
put dip in your butt?" No context.
I have. Oh,
I suppose
Absolutely.
you could.
Absolutely.
I have weird notes in my phone too because I've transferred most of my notes from. Let's see here.
I wish I had my phone. The only note that I can remember on my phone, I don't know if they said this.
Oh, I found it. Creechel? Dude, okay. Instead of fucking piss you off so bad. Instead of the word listen, lichen. Dude. Lichen to me.
Lichen.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Okay, also, this one's
I'm the
debatable.
worst.
This one's debatable.
Lichen.
Sherbet. Dude, fucking, we're fighting. Sherbet?
I don't even know what it means.
Literally, if you say sherbet, get your own
Oh
fucking
my god, I'm
country,
fucking
dude.
heated, dude.
Sherbet. That was another good one.
Creechel.
And then, of course, honorable mention, Susan thinking Ricola was Rikila or Riniwa. That's our honorable mention. Susan, it's a hall.
Susan is all.
Hold on a second. I know I had something in here.
Oh, and then, okay, Jeff has one that is one of my personal favorite. He called Zach. He called Stevie Wonders Steve Wonders.
Steve Wonder.
Steve, dude, the whitest Steve Wonders.
I didn't say wonders.
I wrote it down, dude, when you said it. I fucking
That literally changes the whole person.
Steve Wonders. Steve.
Dude, Steve Wonders.
He's a
jet
quite
ski.
talented individual there.
Steve Wonders has a jet ski and wears
genius,
those like
man.
New
baseball
Balance.
sunglasses.
New Balance.
And he's a
Like-
failed magician.
V-neck sweater.
Steve Wonders.
Steve
Oh
Wonders.
my god.
Steve Wonders.
That kills. Steven Wonders. Yeah, I listened to Steven Wonders.
Jesus
Brilliant.
Christ, dude.
Another. Man, there's some questionable shit in my notes. Breakfast Club, except for everyone's autistic. The Breakfast Club.
Dude, I'm sorry, but that is fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
The Breakfast Club.
The breakfast.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You know what my dad called me on Gridman?
We're not allowed to get it.
Okay.
We gotta bleep that out.
Bleep that.
We gotta bleep that out. We're not allowed to do that. Like at all.
Guys,
Hold on, let me do blackface real quick.
hold yourself together.
Jesus Christ. Everyone just does it.
Okay, maybe I didn't save all my weird notes, but I do have one random note that says, boners at 18, how do you hide them? Boners at 30, how do you get them?
That is poetic.
I'm like, and this was written on 6/30/2018.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't know. The only note I can remember out of my phone, because I can't fucking find it for the last 3 hours, doesn't matter. The only note I have that I remember is my top one right now is, I know God is cruel because he allowed you to make yourself come but not cuddle yourself afterwards. That's the only thing I remember that's written in my phone right now.
Cuddle yourself.
I have a note that says,
I'm crying.
you want to smoke a blunt? So I must have like typed
Just
that.
do yourself.
So you're writing yourself notes?
Yeah.
I have one that is Jesus Goes on
And then-
Sesame Street, and of course, it's brought to you by the letter T. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus goes to an art gallery and sees a picture of himself. The man next to him says, man, that's you to a T.
That is one of the most incredible.
I found one where I typed out a whole dream.
Holy shit.
A whole dream I had.
That's a fucking big... You were like...
You want to read it? It's pretty crazy.
Dude, read
I
it.
almost want Jeff to read it in an accent. Jeff, can you maintain a... What kind of accent can you do? British
Guatemalan.
accent. British
Yeah, I
accent.
can do British. I can do a lot of.
How long is it?
How many years of improv do you have? You good on accents? You good?
Not many.
Okay, not insane. Okay, Jeppy, read it in like a northern kind of Cockney English. Like, right, well, anyways.
All right.
Just dirty.
Dream
and
I
gross.
had last night.
All right.
I was on a flight with my family flying over my hometown of Sandpoint, Idaho, when out of the window spotted another plane flying erratically. The plane then took a nosedive straight to the ground, blowing up. Oh my God. And I demanded the plane we were on land immediately, and we landed in a field. In all the chaos and confusion, people fled the plane, and I made sure to stay on with my family. As we looked in the sky, more planes and jets were crashing and firing missiles into the mountains aside.
Missiles, dude.
Into the missiles, of course, yes. That's how you would say it. Into the mountains.
Well, make
Keep
him
going,
have
keep
some
going.
tea.
I can't, darling. I can't. Yeah, as we as we stayed together, trying to figure out what was going to, gunshots started to echo throughout the arena area. Soon, a brigade of military-esque soldiers were ransacking the area, shooting civilians and detaining others. I grabbed my mom, my sister, and my brother to flee the area, but I couldn't find my dad. I turned the corner around the house. We were hiding to find my dad being detained. As the soldiers were detaining the civilians, they were rolling out these long, skinny metal rods about 2 feet long and were performing lobotomies. Through the nose and the ear.
Yeah, since the doctors were German.
I ran
The
toward my
doctors were
father as
just-
a soldier jammed a rod into his ear. I yelled for him to stop, but it was too late. I grabbed him, Dad, by the hand and begged for him to run with me, but at this point he was complacent and obedient to the soldiers' orders. The soldiers' orders. And he sat...
You have to finish
I can't
it.
fucking
Finish it.
Finish
Dude, how fucking... I can't...
Do you need a spot of tea?
Let's see. I grabbed my dad by the hand and I begged... where was I at? He was complacent and obedient to the soldiers' orders, and he sat quietly with a blank stare among the other civilians who had fell victim to the lobotomies. The soldiers then started advancing toward me as I begged my dad to come with me, but he sat still with his blank dead stare. I ran and was rejoined by my brother, my sister, and my mom. We made our way to another house in sheer panic and frantically looked for places to hide. I remember running into a narrow bathroom with a door on each side. The bathroom was small enough that if one door was open inward, the other couldn't. For some reason, I washed my hands as I heard a soldier banging on the door. I knew they would get through soon. I opened one door to the opposite side and I fled, but the door opened so that the other door could not. I made my way to a living room area where I ducked and hid behind a brick pillar as I heard a soldier approaching the area. The soldier has a soft, kind voice says, "Zac, it's going to be all right. Just let us take care of you." But I knew this was a ploy to get me out of hiding, and I could jam a rod in my ear and make me comply. I remained silent and ran out a back door where I found a girl up with and a longtime friend, which I was happy to see. We both could not understand what was happening, but knew we needed to keep running, so we did.
Dude, I cannot believe they gave Daniel Radcliffe that part and not you. I literally like.
First of all, let's stop and be like, commend him for making it all the way through that. That was
fantastic.
Truly,
well, I wanted to quit, but you guys kept me going. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
The
That was
narration
beautiful,
I
dude.
needed for that.
That was beautiful.
So,
but
yeah,
that's
that
a wild ass dream.
that wasn't Jeppy. That was Jeppy.
Jeppy.
That was the King's Day.
That's quite a dream, man.
Yeah, it was super vivid, and I was like sweating when I woke up, and it was crazy because it was like very apocalyptic, and
People were like, what?
Blow it up.
Some bitch that was like on the fence, like, this guy's kind of cute. You're like, and then
Lost.
like, oh well, maybe not.
Hey.
Well, maybe, yeah.
You can't have me at my worst. You don't deserve me at my best. Okay.
Like, yeah. Well, fuck yeah.
No, but it was super vivid, and it was like real. Like, you know when you have a dream that you're so absorbed into that you feel how you feel in the dream when you wake up.
Yep.
That I woke up like so just like panicked and like thinking my family was dead and shit.
Yep.
It was crazy. Like, I was like, oh my God, but it was weird because like it was just for like 5 seconds and then it went away and I'm like, oh my God, everything's fine. Like, that was just a fucking intense dream, but it was so vivid because it was a place I had been, things I have done, you know, like I could see Sandpoint and there was it was just so like, what's the word, like surreal, seeing. I remember sitting in the plane and looking out the window and like really thinking that this wasn't a dream and seeing other planes crashing into the buildings and in the ground and the mountains, and I was like, oh my, and my heart was like pounding in my dream, but it actually was pounding when I woke up because it was so crazy, and like everything was so like I remembered the conversations, I remembered like what I felt and like what the soldiers were doing and what everyone was like, how they looked and like what they were wearing. It was the detail was just crazy. It was just one of those ones
were
where
you like smoking weed at the time? Do you dream ever? Like, is it a very rare occasion that you dream?
Yeah. So it's, and I figured out that basically what happens is when you're smoking weed, you don't ever go into a deep sleep.
Yeah.
So and I smoke weed every day. And so I'm not really.
Hey.
We tend to don't remember our dreams. Like, you know,
so
if you're smoking.
You don't really ever. But your body, I think, personally, does adjust eventually, and you can. You know, like you would get accustomed to it. But for the most part, I don't remember my dreams. But what it does is it builds up basically DMT in your brain, or I'm pretty sure DMT, and then occasionally one night there's so much built up that it has to release because you never are going into that deep sleep, and that's when it's released.
Yeah.
So it's building up. You're not like really having those crazy dreams because you're not ever going into a deep sleep. And then the one night you finally fall into a deep sleep, regardless of how baked you are or whatever.
Yeah.
When you finally go into that deep sleep, it goes and releases everything that it's been building up.
That makes sense.
Because you haven't been releasing it, because you haven't been going into a deep sleep, and then you have the most surreal, fucking crazy alternate reality dream where it's like it is real, but it's not.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or is it? Have you ever had what's the Insidious thing? The out of body,
Lucid dream?
like lucid dreaming, or not lucid dreaming, but
actually,
the out of body.
I have a couple crazy stories, and I always forget about this. I don't know if this has ever happened to you or Kaylee or anyone in our family, but I have fell victim to sleep paralysis 3 times in my
That's
life.
what I meant when I started that.
And
Yeah.
Never.
The first time was when I still lived at home. I remember every single time very vividly. It's like life-changing. And I woke up in my bed, or I thought I woke up. I was awake, but I wasn't. So my body was completely paralyzed, like I was sleeping. But my eyes were open, and I could see. But I couldn't move my body.
Fuck that.
And I'm in my bed at mom and dad's house, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was kind of like not understanding what was happening, but I could see. I could like look, but I couldn't turn my head. I'm like looking, and I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? You're basically in REM, but your eyes are open, and you're conscious of your surroundings, but you're actually asleep.
Right. It's like VR.
It's like blending.
Like VR.
It's basically like blending both, like consciousness and unconsciousness. So while this is happening, there's this wind. Like I hear like a kind of constant, and it is slowly getting louder and louder, and it's like as if I'm like driving on the highway with the windows down. As that is happening, I'm feeling a pressure on my chest, and it feels like someone with 2 hands slowly pushing, and it's getting heavier and heavier, and I'm feeling like my body compress into my bed, and I can feel weight, and I'm like, holy shit. First thought is like, this is a demon or a ghost, like I'm being possessed. That was my first thought. And then I'm like, no, that I'm being abducted or something. Like I'm being abducted. Like this is like the feeling that happens before you, like you're being placed back down or something. And I was like getting pressed into my bed, and I was just like, and it actually scared me so bad that I fainted. I didn't fall back asleep. I actually fainted because I was so scared. Like I was like, I don't even know how to explain like how terrifying it is for this to happen. And a lot of people will see figures like black shadows and stuff coming in, and I didn't see them, but I felt something standing over me. You know, when you like when you're asleep on a couch or in a bed and someone's looking at you, you can feel it.
Yep.
So I had that feeling where I could feel someone
times a million.
I could feel someone looking at me, standing over me,
Yep.
but I couldn't move, so I couldn't look to see what it was or who it was, and I could feel the pressure and the presence of something looking at me, and I fainted, and then I woke up and was like, I don't know what the fuck just happened, and like didn't want to talk about it because it sounded so crazy, so I never told anyone really until like years later, because I didn't know. I was like, I don't know what happened, but it scared the fuck out of me. And then it happened again like 2 years later, like the same exact thing when we lived in like Sunshine Meadows. Same experience. Like I heard the wind, I felt the pressure. I was like paralyzed, but I was awake, but I was also asleep. It's a weird, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the craziest shit. And what I realized is that the times that it has happened was when I stopped smoking weed.
Yep.
The weed keeps the demons away.
Yeah, I had one. I had a really bad one.
As soon as I stop smoking, once I hit like the 1 month mark of not smoking anymore, I start having
Just
night terrors.
man,
My dreams get like amplified. All the serotonin is just like I go crazy. And so like really like smoking weed for me suppresses sleep paralysis. It suppresses like the night terrors, like legitimate night terrors. Josh, you know that you have crazy sleep shit. Like I've seen you sleepwalk and grab knives and shit.
Yeah.
Like personally, I've seen this.
Jesus, dude.
He's
What
probably
the fuck?
he's probably never shared these stories.
No, he hasn't, bro.
Dude,
Come on, dude. Get
I
a
have
little
seen
deep.
some insane shit. And the thing is, like, we all have these weird
Demons.
That's why you don't
demons
drink.
or something, something that, like, we're keeping at bay. And it's this weird energy.
It's white privilege.
Because
I held an amethyst in my butthole for 30 days and it still didn't go away.
But
It's not
I've
going
seen
anywhere.
crazy shit, like with his sleep shit, and I've experienced crazy shit with my sleep shit, and it only happens when, unfortunately, we're not smoking weed.
And this might sound a little ridiculous too, but you guys are fairly native. Like that is there, and there's certain things
Apparently.
revolving that. Like that's, yeah. Look at them.
Are you saying I'm a
locks,
skinwalker?
dude?
Are you saying I'm a skinwalker?
Well,
Do you know what a skinwalker is?
I think
Skinwalker
we're-
Ranch, bro.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah,
I watched
Shifting
Ghost Adventures.
natives and- Yeah, well,
Yeah, bro.
I think there's something, I don't know. It's if you want to go the spiritual route, I think there is something within our ancestry that makes us susceptible to the other side or the other
you got
realm.
a slippery grip on reality.
Do you believe in any of that, Josh, by the way? Do you believe in any sort of spiritual thing like that? Do you believe like there's some sort of, even if it's just an energy, even if it's not like a physical that can hurt you or anything, do you believe there's any sort of thing like, or are you just completely atheist, you dead,
hard.
there's no dumb energy?
So
I'm
my
kinda both,
My problem where I hit a
personally.
roadblock is it's hard for me to believe in things based on faith, so therefore I don't
Yes.
even acknowledge it.
Right.
Okay.
Since I don't,
But-
I can't claim to know yay or nay. It's not a non-issue.
But what I do know is that I've had very spiritual experiences that are not, I'm not saying Jesus spiritual or God spiritual.
No, that's
I'm
not what
saying-
I mean.
I'm
That's-
saying like breaching the other side and
Universally
like connecting
spiritual.
with something that we can't see that is there, that you feel, that I don't know what to call it.
yeah,
but
I
it's
mean,
something
we were in a band.
far superior to us.
We were in a band
Smarter.
that fundamentally got broken up because one of the members thought two of the other members were possessed by demons.
We've been actually accused of
And
being
that's
demons on
not what I
multiple
mean.
occasions.
But yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well,
No,
okay.
literally.
Hold on.
Literally.
I have a
Let's
few
not
friends.
make this sound like it's so far fetched. Not so much you. You're sweet as fuck. This guy is pure evil incarnate.
No, I just have a thinner skin.
wrapped in dough.
He has
Like-
a better
No.
facade going.
I am the same person.
He has a thicker
I have a
mask.
like a containment system.
Yeah.
I thought for a long time you didn't like me.
That's a good.
Zach has a containment system on the demon.
This is me.
I don't have a grip on it.
To be for a long time, I thought you didn't like me. I'm gonna be
Really? He
honest
still
with that.
doesn't.
Well, that's what I kind of figured. Yeah, like
Fuck you.
I know.
Sorry to break it to you.
And it
People-
wasn't
you know
because
what's
you were ever
funny?
mean to me, because it was I don't know
You know
why.
what's,
I
you
don't
know what's
why.
funny?
Because you
Is
didn't.
No.
I smell your fear. That's why.
you are probably the 100th person I know that has said that. And I don't know what it is. Something-
It wasn't anything like negative. It was like more just like I don't know.
Here's a
like
good
our
example.
reactions were short, especially like when I first started hanging out here all the time and you would come over, our reactions were short, and it wasn't like negative by any means, but I was just
Yeah.
like, he doesn't seem like he vibes me very well.
Here's the thing with me and Josh. I like everything I'm thinking is like on my my emotions are on my sleeve, and it's never anyone that I'm coming in contact. It's all shit I'm just thinking about, and I don't mean to, but I am just like acting upon my emotions and feelings based on whatever. Who knows what it is that day? I'm just like different. So people take it the wrong way, like it's something personal. I don't hate you, Dylan.
I know.
Just so you know.
It wasn't
like
even
that.
like a personal thing. It was literally like on a level of like, hey, maybe we just don't vibe well together. Like that kind of weird thing. Because at first I fucking did not like Josh. I was like, this dude needs to shut the fuck up. And then eventually it was like, I'm at his house every weekend
once
now
you
for some reason.
once you accept that is who he is and that this is who I am, you understand. Once you just, the thing with us is you have to just get to know us, and then you understand that it's not personal. It's just literally how
I
we
have
act.
Tourette's.
Yeah, like
That's what it is.
no, we're friends with fucking everybody.
You
Like,
really
and
are.
honestly,
Yeah.
as long as you can understand that literally 90% of the time we are joking or we're fucking.
Oh
with you,
yeah,
or
no,
we're-
Yeah, I'm gonna roast you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to kind of have a
You
thick
don't let me do
skin, but
anything.
like it's never anything like if you take everything critically and personally, then you probably don't want to hang out with us.
no.
But if you understand that we're just like
I only
fucking
make fun of the people that I love.
yeah, I fuck
Or
with
the people that I
everybody.
really fucking hate.
I would say when you bring up someone he really fucking hates, he just goes, "Yeah, fuck that motherfucker."
Again,
Like there's
less
no
less unfiltered version of me,
Right.
but
yeah.
same person.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those things. Like people take us the wrong way. But we honestly, the bottom line that everyone needs to remember, if you're watching this and you know us and you think this, we don't give.
Yeah, it's very,
a
very
fuck
like,
There's literally
like very,
shit's
very,
given.
very blunt and very
And that's the
unforgiving.
beauty to our personality is we don't give a fuck what you think. We'll do whatever we want. Da-na-na-na-na. You know, it's like
That's
we
our
don't-
new
we really
theme
don't care.
song, dude. Holy shit. We're going to record that tomorrow.
I'll clip that at the beginning.
Consider a cult of
This
person.
is how we do it.
Copyright strike.
This is how we do
Like
it.
6 of them this episode.
Before we like wrap this up, I do want to. We did say he was going to tell a 100K story at the beginning, and we never got to it. Can you explain what 100K is to people?
100K. Welcome to 100K. Zoomies 100K. We got Zoomies 100K is
Is it
a it's a special event that we put together for the top salespeople. It's I think the top 1,500 salespeople in the company. Fly them all out to Keystone, Colorado. While we get the store side people out there, we incorporate all the brands we work with, all of them, and they do shit to help us make this dope 3-day party, basically. But I've been working for Zoomies since 2008, pretty much. I took a year and a half off to be a bartender because I needed a break. But then I got summoned back. But other than that, I've gone to 100K, I think, 6 or 7 times total. And every time has been a fucking mind-blowing shit fuck of reality. Because you're just there with like Tony Hawk and Shaun White and Lil Wayne. They're
Just
just
music
there.
acts that show up.
14-year-old
Yeah,
me
so-
coming in my pants.
Like when I so the first
That'd be
year
an awkward meeting with Lil Wayne. That
the
boy
first
not
year I
coming
went
in.
I was 20. So 2010 it was like 3-6 Mafia and not 3-6 Mafia fucking
the white kids get out.
fly who's the song that Fly Like a G6 the fucking it was their
wasn't
only
it a
hit.
girl?
Their only hit.
Wasn't it a girl?
Fly
No,
like
that
a
was the first
G6.
year.
Yeah, I can't
Next
remember
year
that.
was Skrillex, and honestly, as not of a dubstep fan as I am, Skrillex was an amazing like party DJ because he didn't just get on stage and play his songs; he just DJ'd. He decided to just DJ the party, so he was just like
Playing
freestyling, but he was like fucking with everything. He had turntables. He was doing like reggae. He would just play reggae and just like dub it and just like. And just like do all his oh my god but it was actually really good. And this was back in 2010 and he was just like fucking lighting fat joints up and just like I don't give a fuck.
Good
It
old
wasn't
from
legal
First
back
to Last,
then
bro.
and he was just like I mean honestly I don't like to like preach like oh my god Zoomies is so great because it's not for everyone, but for me personally I have gotten to do shit that I wouldn't fucking dream of doing had I not worked for them.
Yeah.
Managers Retreat 2013 I literally Jizza from Wu-Tang I had my arm around Jizza while he was rapping. Like I don't know how else I would have experienced that.
Bucket list.
Yeah.
Like literally, like Jizza did our private party and he just hopped down and got in the crowd and I was like,
Hey, also sidebar, change your name. No one else in the Wu-Tang Clan was like,
Jizza
what
the
about
genius.
something else that doesn't sound like jizz?
But it's Jizza. And like
No, it's-
honestly,
man, it's just-
it only sounds like that when I say it because I'm white. But like that was like
Jizzer.
I
come
like
here.
I was like
Mr. Jizzer,
this
can I
is
get a
crazy.
picture with you?
I mean, the year after that, fucking it was when Odd Future was coming up, and like Tyler just jumped down in the crowd. I same thing, had my arm around Tyler while he was doing fucking
Kill people,
Yonkers. You know, like
Oh,
I was
that's
like
wild.
he was just like, I'm a fucking walking paradox, and I've got like my arm around it, and I'm just like, all right, so this is like pretty crazy. And another funny story about that same year is Joey Badass opened, and I didn't know who Joey Badass was, and he opened, and I was like, damn, that was fucking sick. And like I saw him just mingling around. I was like, hey dude, like that was fucking dope, and like I'm like gonna listen to your shit, like, and wasn't like that hyped. Like 2 years later, he became like one of my favorite rappers, and I was like, I cannot believe I did not know who this guy was, and that he was this good, and that he was one of my favorite rappers. And I just like pounded with him, like asked him how his night was going, like drinked, and then just like walked off, like, well, have a good night, like, and just like kept walking around, like
It's wild,
shit
dude.
like that. Seeing Wee Man on mushrooms in a drum circle, like just crazy bananas stuff. What's this?
Oh, I'm just queuing up something for later. Okay, so top 3 experiences at 100K. Like, besides the ones that you mentioned, you got to play drums with Wee Man. You met famous skateboarders.
Oh,
Like-
I got
actually,
one.
top experience ever, and it's still to this day, kind of trips me out. And I don't know, a lot, like, believe in what you want to believe in, but almost every year they hire psychics and palm readers, and like if the line's always so long, but if you can get in there, like I did every year, I'm like, the line's too long because
Have they
they
had
have all
Miss
this
Cleo?
shit. What's up?
Have they done Miss Cleo as one?
No, but I mean,
so
same
dope.
idea.
I got
like
a
tarot
nagging
cards. So
suspicion that bitch ain't Jamaican.
So I wait in line. I'm like, you know what? This year I'm gonna fucking do it because I want to see if the. And I'm keep in mind going into this thinking that it's all bullshit and it's all fake and it's all like psychological and they get answers out of you. So I'm like gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go into this. I'm not gonna say a word. I'm not gonna accidentally give her details. I'm not gonna be like answer her. I'm just gonna be like, I want you to just look at my fucking hand and tell me, and then pull the cards or whatever. And so I go into it with that mentality. I go into the booth, and there's this lady, and she's like, hi, she's, you know, very nice, and like definitely looks like someone who would read palms. And she's like, how's your night going? And I'm like paying attention to make sure she doesn't start, you know, building a rapport. You know, I'm like, I'm gonna pay attention and make sure like I'm not like caught off guard and answering questions so that she can start like process of elimination, like figuring out who I am. So I don't. All I say is like, oh, it's good, I'm just partying, like this is fucking crazy, blah blah blah. And I'm like, so let's do this. And I'm like, I am straight up, I'm like, I'm like pretty fucked up at this point, obviously. I'm partying, and I'm just like, I want to see if this is real. And I set my hand down, and she's like, all right. And she like grabs my hand and like closes her eyes, and then I like see her like kind of like cringe and like do like a blink, like a fast blink, and she's like, wow. And that's like all she says, and I'm like, kind of like pull my hand back. And she's like, she's like, oh my god, I am smiling, like you have this like like crazy powerful energy, like it's I don't even know what to say. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is cool. And she's like you're like this beacon, like your energy's like a beacon. And I'm like, yeah, do I have
Can I shoot
superpowers?
fire out of my hands or what?
And she's like, so, and then after she reads my palm, she does a tarot reading, and it's like, I don't know, somehow she did both. And like, so she pulls the cards out, and she's like, wow. She's like, you're a healer. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean? She's like, you heal people. And I'm like literally, I'm like, am I supposed to be a doctor? And she's like, no, I don't think it's like a doctor, like something that you do, something about you, you're a healer, and that's why you're here. And I'm like, she's like, do you play music? I'm like, yeah. She's like, that's it. She's like, you need to put that above anything else. She literally was like, fuck your job, fuck anything that gets in that way, because that heals people. Like you doing that, and it's your personality. Like you have the healing, you got the healer card, and like she was telling me. And then she was like, also something's bothering you. And like at the time, I had just broken up with my girlfriend at the time, and I didn't say anything about this. And she's like, you just broke up with someone and you're hung up on it, aren't you? And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, yeah. Like I'll answer that. Like you ask me a question and I'll say yeah. I'm like, yeah. She's like, you gotta fucking drop that shit. Like she got like real with me. She's like, drop it. Like
quit being a pussy, dude.
like she's like, if
you want to hit this?
She was like, if you keep dwelling on this, it'll ruin future opportunities and it'll take you down the wrong path. She's like, that you have basically what I see is you have like 4 different paths, and this will eliminate one of those if you don't do this, like blah blah blah. I was like, whoa. And she's like, I also see that within the next 5 years you're gonna relocate. I don't know if that means through a new job or something. You're not gonna live where you currently live, but it's gonna be for a good cause and for a good reason. Like you're gonna move. And I still lived in Idaho at this time and had 0 plans to leave, 0 plans to move. And so I think this was like 2012. And she's like, yeah, you're gonna relocate, but it's like you need to do it. Like just do it. If it comes up, you have to, because it's like it will lead to what you're supposed to be doing. And then what was there was another one that was like kind of, but anyway, she basically was like, she called everything out for basically the next 5 years. And I remember her like saying like when things would happen, like within that 5-year timeline. And everything for the next 5 years, spot on. Got a job, had to move, did this, didn't they, like all like.
Yeah, you can't argue that there is some kind of like psychic or just spiritual, whatever you want to call it, energy in like the universe. Like people can tap in kind of, I don't know, there's just ways.
Yeah, it's called the Lord Jesus Christ.
But other than that, 100K, I've held baby tigers. I've fucking held a snake around my neck. Miss Stanley from The Office.
Did you meet one of the celebrities and regret maybe something you said to them? Like, oh man, that was such like a fanboy thing to say, or like
no,
never.
You just embarrass yourself.
No,
Totally
any like pro skater that I grew up watching that I'm like a huge fan of, that I'm like starstruck, I just treat them like any other person.
Yeah.
About 12 minutes ago, you said process of elimination, and I couldn't stop thinking about that the entire
Elimination.
process of elimination. I was like, I'm gonna write that down.
Process of elimination.
Elimination.
What do you say, boys?
Yeah.
What do you
That
say,
last half
boys?
of that got a little deep, little
penis-y?
little real. I liked it.
Drunk.
I liked it.
No, that's good.
I know Josh
That was
doesn't. Josh wants chaos.
Josh
good
Josh
sign for-
doesn't.
Josh doesn't.
Cousin. Man.
Josh jizzin and the judgin'. And I think that's the end of the
Josh
episode,
judgin'.
right?
Except
or do you have
for-
one thing, something else?
I want to do a movie pitch to you guys.
Doesn't.
Okay.
Danny DeVito and Sacha Baron Cohen.
I hate this
I like
already.
it already.
Real life, Bert and Ernie.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, Danny's Ernie, obviously, right?
The shorter one.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Sacha Baron
yeah.
Cohen as. So look at this picture of them. Look at Bert and Ernie. Sacha Baron Cohen has that hairstyle and
Like the unibrow, like yeah.
Yeah.
Sasha.
Sasha. I would think more. Oh, I guess he's too old now. But
Is there a better casting for that?
for
Bert and Ernie, real life Bert and Ernie.
Ernie, fucking Cheech.
Dude, Jimmy Kimmel,
Yeah, fat Jimmy Kimmel.
and Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, that'd be like a liberals cum fucking fest, dude. I don't know what that means. That wasn't as clever as I wanted it to be.
I almost
Jimmy Kimmel cries
Can I
on his comedy night show. It's not. It was.
No.
Jimmy
Kimmel, Jimmy
We're
Kimmel, and
actually
Vince
not-
Did you
Vaughn.
use the word cum fest?
I did.
Okay.
All right.
I think this is over.
Yeah.
I just ruined
Thanks
that.
for listening. Subscribe on the things and like.
Don't
all the
forget to
things.
smash like,
Smash like
subscribe.
and hit the little bell so we can bell tag with the
Free to
subscribe.
do.
Share. Tell your friends. Let people know that we are.
We swear to God, we'll get the Patreon set up soon.
Brought to you by
so-
Red Bull. Truly, drink Truly is a
You'll
truly
be able to
delicious
send us money
beverage.
for nothing in Pepsi.
Refreshing, light.
And we're gonna
start-
We're gonna start doing ads, so get ready for that. Fucking
Red Bull, sugar free.
And they're gonna regulate everything.
They're
we
gonna
say.
tell us what to say.
All right.
Seats are still just $5.
See you guys later.
Got that right.
Girl, that's a booty hole.
Not a hole, Keisha. A valve.